yeah.
You better shift up attention. Your spot don't even get mentioned. Two for the niggas I step. Shot for the niggas I left with. This brother, he was a weapon. One west to the net that we reppin'. Smacking up niggas who think they don't rep it. More ready, more come off again. All black like the kingdom of heaven. All black like my niggas is better. Round here, most my niggas are felons. Ain't buying that bullshit you selling. Ain't chillin' with niggas who selling. They better digress. Blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh. Flesh of my brothers, I put you to rest. I took a bitch ass niggas who do not mesh. Better rethink about who you will test. These niggas I put it on the list.
You ever experienced with it? Playing out a whole lifetime with somebody, and then life get taken too soon. So now that story you played out in your head feel like nonsense and pages.
Look, ran lyrics that you never ever spoke. Remember in the times we had to use before. It hurt me bad that you was 21 years old. Wasn't no savage, this was seem like it's a joke. So I still talk about you as if you was never gone. The man in that box is got to be your clone. No shot to me is gone tonight. My niggas gone, so shots still be cold inside. About to explode. Missing pages got me missing out on hope. Missing payments and your niggas stay broke. I'm missing my niggas turning to a ghost. Now they can't reach the toast, but for they can pour a dose. When you really close is when it really hurt the most. And when you really love someone, it's hard to let them go. You left me with 2 seasons, now she gotta grow on both. And now she got some missing pages to your story never wrote. How could you reach that won't be no good, no matter how good. It's a feeling I flow. I see it's my God, broke his short face. It's the story y'all wrote, and it's missing pages. How could you reach that won't be no good, no matter how good. Said it's a feeling I flow. I just wish all my focus on your face. This is the story y'all wrote, I'm just missing pages. This day and age, and it's missing pages. Can't leave the house without it's missing pages on your shoulder. You gotta stand on your P's and Q's. I say it's missing pages. 10 toes down, all with it. But look, I wonder if it feel nice when you grip tight on a 40 cal Smith & Wesson at the midnight. Pull it to a nigga head, and a nigga on sight. And when I put it on sight, it's pull the trigger, kill another nigga, another best statistic. Now he's another victim. Kids and his mother miss him. His story never finished. This is just another sin. The judge off for life, and now he missing. Missing pages got me missing. I don't hope. Missing packets and young niggas steady broke. I'm missing my niggas turning to a ghost. Now they can't raise a toast, but for them we pour a more. When you really close is when it really hurt the most. And when you really love someone, it's hard to let them go. You took another person like that you ain't even know. And now that person missing pages cause of hope. How could you reach it? Won't do you no good, no matter how good. No, this is really how I flow. I just wish my God broke his short face. This is the story y'all wrote, and it's missing page. How could you reach it? Won't do you no good, no matter how good. So this is really how I flow. I just wish my focus on your face. This is the story y'all wrote, and it's missing page. How could you reach it? Won't do you no good, no matter how good. No, this is really how I flow. I just wish my God broke his short face. This is the story y'all wrote, and it's missing page. How could you reach it? Won't do you no good, no matter how good. So this is really how I flow. I just wish my focus on your face. This is the story y'all wrote, and it's missing page. You got cops killing niggas. And it's missing page. Red low white folks killing niggas. Go cop, cause you ain't smoke, won't do you no good. And niggas killing niggas, shit. I don't make no sense. This is the story y'all wrote, and it's missing pages. Like, I wouldn't say names. We need to go cop. Go cop, cause you ain't smoke, won't do you no good. Robbing each other. Go cop, cause you ain't smoke, won't do you no good. Go cop, cause you ain't smoke, won't do you no good. And it's so good, people need. You hope it passed by the next day. Shit, it might not be the next day. No good. They gotta sleep. It's time to wake up.
is my everything. Don't be Christian, will fall on your ass, but you know we keep the metal things. How you wanna settle things? I suppose you'll take the proposal. We'll make that metal ring with the Glocks of the hecklers. We some righteous ass brothers, but some certified steppers. We some priests at the end of the day, so we teach it in the streets to the end of the day. Hey, we on the front line, we the ones that you want in the game before quarter when it's crunch time. And all my brothers is clutch, squad full of silent killers, we ain't talking too much. But we'll teach you if you're humble, just learn to follow orders, don't mumble. Get it done. And he didn't have an ear, I pray you listen. Yeah, we gon' all in the smoke, we ain't Christians. Just a life of a priest, how we go in the streets, and you know we teach the Jews. Fresh braids in my head, fresh moves on my feet, and you know we keep the jewels. Home squad of real niggas, we some certified killers, and you know we got the tools. Nah, nigga, we Christian, ain't shit sweet, you must have got us confused. Got us confused, got us confused, got us confused, got us confused, got us confused. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian. Got us confused, got to like the other niggas. We ain't the same, we some righteous ass, hardcore, rubbing niggas. And it's a shame that you full of pride. We don't affiliate with none of you clowns. Plus these heathens get nullified. It's the light from a priest and a prophet. Fake movies be cautious, words flow, truth good like a faucet. The righteous stand bold out the lion form. Crying loud, voice cutting through the quiet storm. Like King Ty with the fireball. If we smoke when we drop the cannons, no fire come. The home of the truth, we don't play around. Hide the women never leave when we take the ground. Looking in hell will make the best of it, and endure through the rest of it to the end. And you ain't gotta listen if you choose, as long as you don't get us confused. We not Christians. Just the life of a priest that we go on the streets, and you know we teach the Jews. Fresh braids in my head, fresh moves on my feet, and you know we keep the jewels. Home squad of real niggas, we some certified killers, and you know we got the tools. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, ain't shit sweet, you must have got us confused, 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 got us confused. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, got us confused. It's the life of a priest that we go in the streets, and you know we teach the Jews. Fresh braids in my head, fresh moves on my feet, and you know we keep the tools. Home squad of real niggas, we some certified killers, and you know we got the tools. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, ain't shit sweet, you must have got us confused, 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 got us confused. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, got us confused.
All right. Shalom, Israel. Is my mic on? Oh, I ain't on the headphone. It's locked. All right. Shalom, Israel. Y'all know what it is. This is the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And, man, we got a couple of things going down. We got a couple of announcements. We got to announce the food drive for November the 6th. It's going down right here, 5261 Delmar Boulevard. Make sure, look, clean out y'all trunk, Israel. All right, you tired of telling y'all. Okay, look, Israel boy got a lot. Hey, junk in the trunk. Oh my God, that's a whole new. Hey, sisters be getting out with some junk in their trunk and some junk in their other trunk too. Hey, sisters, clean out the junk in that other trunk. Okay, the other one was fine. That's fine, but the other one, you gotta move too much stuff around. You know, well, you was only able to put one box in there one. My brother turned around, look, he got all 7 boxes in there. He's like, oh, I can only put this one in there. Clean out y'all goddamn trunk, man. Commander Junior High got a lot of food he giving away, you feel me? So make sure y'all here on the 6th of November, that's the first one, The second will be on the 20th of November from 1 to 3. It's going down. You're going to pull up and full up. Somebody tried to correct me when I said that. Niggas always trying to rhyme, right? So you pull up and full up your trunk. I did it on purpose. Why is everybody trying to correct me? Like the sister on that post. The MAGA shirt, it say make ghettos great again. It should say MGGA instead of MAGA. Like, sis, I know what I be doing. You know what I'm saying? You just get order and get in class. Pay time. Shut up.
Right.
No, but for real. It's going down. Make sure you're there. The radio show every Sunday, man. Sharpen the Sword Radio, hosted by myself with my dogs. You understand? I got Officer Bond in this bad boy, Officer Cabal in here, and then we got the sister be rolling with us, Naimia. That got my friend, just got my tail in the back. Huh? Let me see it. Let me see the tail. Break me off some. The sister be sewing. She make masks. She make clothes. She make tiles. She make, what else you make? Huh? Let me see. You put the towel on blast. I don't know how to put it on yet, so I ain't gonna put it on and embarrass the towel. She hooked it up. Ooh, look at that. UPK 1 West on the camera. Bam. Bam. Feel me? You feel me, boy? Oh, man, you look like you trying to wear it already, man. Hold up, let me put it on first. Yeah. Big head niggas always trying to wear your hand. Right. Stretch your hand out, you get it back. Yeah, throughout the sis, I appreciate it. Sisters do good work. You know what I mean? We got the towels, we got a couple of them. One by girl, one over there. You know what I'm saying? Hit the sister up if you need anything, any mask, any fringes sewn on your pants with that bordeaux blue, gotta have that. We the only somebody wear it like that. Everybody else put them on the bottom of their t-shirt. And then little baby fringes. That's scary. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? That's really scary. Little baby fringes. Like somebody down curtain. Or somebody's lampshade or something. Good night. But make sure you call the show, the radio show, man. Any topic, any question, any comment, a lot of topics. Man, we're going in on again this week. Everything concerning this nation, and more important, like same as the classes, the solutions to the problems. Right. Not just talking about the problems. That's what Christians are good for. It was a what was it? Was it peace? No, I think it was a put down the gun thing, something like that. At Better Family Life on page, I think it was a gun, like a march, like a gun march, some non-violent gun violence march in the whatever the hell it was. And every Christian, they had the news in their interview. They interviewed me. They don't talk to me. Yeah. But they interviewing all the Christians, man. And each one just said after the violence, it just has to stop. Even the damn men sound like the women. The violence, it just has to stop. It just has to stop. Yeah, it has to come to an end. I'm like, damn, that's it? Like, how does it come to an end? How does it stop? You know what I mean? Not just, you know what, we gotta put it down. We know the guns need to get put down. You know what I mean? We know that. But what's the solution? Brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? They don't have it. Right. They don't have that solution. That's why they couldn't say it. Neither one of them, about 5 of them, they got interviewed. One behind the other. I sat and watched it. And they, we gotta put them guns down. We got to, what was the answer at the put down the guns and pick up your sons event you went to? What was the answer to the guns? And once you put down the gun and pick up your son, what you do? What you do with your son? What you do with the gun?
So you know? The U.S. Army recruits say you gotta pay for it. And they don't
come on. So put down the gun, go pick up another gun, a bigger gun, to murder for the white man. That's what you do. Right. Come on, man. You see, they don't have the answer. The Christians do not have the answer. They do not have the answer, man. Damn. Put down the guns, pick up your sons, and then now go and get enrolled in the army. Go pick up another gun and go murder for a whole senseless damn person so he can control every. That's what you're doing. He's over there fighting his wars and his battles so that he can remain in power. Then when you come home, what you get? On crack, on heroin, barely get a check. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of problems. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Stop it. Damn, so that's what putting the guns down. No answers nowhere outside of the Israelite school of universal and practical knowledge. No answers to it.
Right.
You know? No solutions to the problems about it. They just don't exist. All right, now, if you got any questions, want to listen live or make a comment, we got 2 conference lines, same access code for both lines, 712-832-8330 is the first number, and the second is 425-436-6260. And the access code for both numbers is 825-1636. All right. And then we're going to open it up for questions. Do we got any questions on the line? That's a question. Go ahead, drop it.
The first question was from Robert, and he says, if I may say, I'm going to break down on Proverbs 28:16. The prince that wanted understanding is also a great oppressor, but he that hateth covetousness.
What is Proverbs? What is?
28:16.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Proverbs 28:16. The prince that wants his understanding is also a great oppressor, but he that hateth covetousness shall prolong his days.
Mm-hmm. 1 second. Because right, this whole chapter is talking about the differences of, like the blessings for a man being righteous and then for a man being unrighteous. 1 second, let me see if I can get that. Let me see. And what was the question on it?
You wanted to break down and understand what that verse is.
He's going to understand it. Okay, Prince of wanted understanding is also a great oppressor. But he that hated covetousness shall prolong his day. So we get that one. Okay. And this ain't okay. This ain't talking about understanding like you want wisdom, knowledge. You know what I mean? If he's an oppressor, then obviously he's doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? He wants to know things so that he can say take over. You know what I'm saying? Like Scarface. You know what I mean? In the movie Scarface wanted to be rich and he wanted to sell drugs to do it. Right? He was already a criminal, and then he wanted to sell more drugs and take over. He did that in the movie, didn't he? You understand? He understood that yayo. What is it? Love to the yayo. He understood the yayo, right? And Tony started pushing the hell out of him and got swole. But he got his ass killed too. You understand? He turned around and got killed. So by you wanting understanding, not when it says it's also a great oppressor, it's meaning that the way, like Debo, right? Debo had a bike, had a chain, but what did he do? He took it from other people. You understand? He made Chris cry on the way to the car. Well, he said he gonna cry in the car. My mama gave me that chain. You know what I'm saying? Debo, that's how he got, what he got. It's the same, that's kind of like the same thing that's being talked about right here. Is that he gonna get understanding, he gonna get great understanding, and he gonna do something wrong, you understand? He gonna end up oppressing you, hurting you, you understand, in order to get that money. That's why on the flip side, the next sentence, it says, but he that hated covetousness shall prolong his days. What is what does the word coveted, damn, I say that. Covetousness, there we go. Go get it to us. That's my scientist. You gotta give it up to him. Ask your brother what is, well, he's probably listening. They did that, was it Solomon after he died? His son took over the people. He started oppressing the people, didn't he? Didn't he start taxing the people more? Who was that did that? Yeah, it was Solomon, Solomon's son. Yeah, it wasn't Solomon himself. It was Solomon's son. And he chose to turn around and charge the people more. You understand? He went to the young folks. He went to his leaders and his guys that was around about his age. And then he went to the old heads. And they told him, do it the way your father did. Don't tax these people like that. I'm paraphrasing, of course. But then he turned around and said, you know what? Nah, sound like they know more about what they talking about. The young folks and rather than the old. And then here you go. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
He says, covetousness is to want or to take something that's not yours.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? You want something of someone else's so damn bad. You understand? And he that hated covetousness. You know, that's just like if you see a guy, you know, with some rims on his car, these nice rims. You know what the store sells? They got like 1,000 pair of the same rims.
Right.
1,000 set of the same rims. If they ain't got them in stock, then you order them. There's all kind of ways you can get them. But you ain't got to steal his. You know what I mean? You ain't got to try to buy them off of him. So, oh man, give me them. I want him. You know what I mean? Like, then just go to the shop and get you some too. You know what I mean? Straight up. You know, his woman. You know, Miss Parker, she's so fine. You just got to have her. No. Guess what, son? You know how many fine sisters there are?
Right.
To see another man's woman that's fine, I'm cool with it. You know what? She got a man, alright, cool. You know what I mean? I'm gone. But if she ain't got one, I'm getting at her. I'm getting at you.
Right.
I'm getting at you if you ain't got no man. All these fine ass sisters out here, like, why deal with another man? Why covet his woman? Like the scripture say, don't covet your brother's house, his wife, his things, his ox, his ass, nothing that belongs to him. You understand? Nothing. But you got some people that do. You know? And if you don't covet, then you'll prolong your days. You hate covetousness. Like the Most High hated. That's why he put it in the laws. Saying don't do it. You know what I mean? There's plenty of the same old damn things out here. You know what I'm saying? That you can go get yourself. Some brother got some J's on his feet that guess what, save you $250, $300, and you can get the same J's. The new was higher. I don't know. I had one pair and I ain't buy them. I ain't even like J's for real. Yeah. Somebody gave me them. You know what I mean? And look, I love them so much. I cooked grass in the damn thing. That's how much I cared about Jordan. I didn't give a damn about them. You know? Straight up. But like I said, that's what that's talking about. Prince that wanted understanding is also a great oppressor. But he that hated covetousness shall prolong his days. All right, so he did that. We got any more questions on? Go ahead, bro.
This what it says. Based off of the signs that the Most High put here, how can there be total darkness in the daytime besides there being an eclipse? It's like in no other way, then how can there be a solar eclipse on the 15th day of the month when there's supposed to be a full moon? The basis for this question is when Christ was crucified, it was around Passover, which was the 15th day of the month. If the dark moon is the new moon, then the 15th day would be the full moon. Yet when there was total darkness from the 6th to the 9th hour, common knowledge would say that it was an eclipse. It's astronomical. It's astronomical.
Yeah, it is an astronomical question too. What's the point?
So I guess he's asking why if there,
And what is the question?
if there, if no other way, then how can there be a solar eclipse on the 15th day of the month? When there was supposed to be a full moon?
It's like it's supposed to be some damn rain, and then it turned around, the sun came out. Like, I mean, what in the hell is he talking about? What is he even talking about? You know what I mean? What is the question?
Okay,
What is the damn
he
question?
rewrote it in.
Huh?
I said he rewrote it in.
And what is the, give me the scripture that he's basing whatever he's basing on.
Mark 15 and 33,
Mark 15 and 33?
that's the first one.
Okay.
It's two of them. And then Luke 23 and 44 to 46,
Mm-hmm.
breakdown on these for the question on the new moon.
Okay, so he says, it says in Mark 15 and 33, and when the 6th hour was come, there was darkness over the whole land until the 9th hour. Okay, so what is the point? It got dark from the 6th hour to the 9th hour. Okay, so what's the question about that?
I guess you answered it. Right, if this would be a full moon, wouldn't it be right?
But the scripture says that there was darkness over the whole land until the 9th hour.
Okay.
So that would say that no, it was not right. So what is he talking about? Maybe he's not right. Who's ever asking this question?
And then the other one is Luke 23 and 44 to 46.
Luke what?
23, 44 to 46.
23.
Yeah.
Luke 23. Hold on. Okay, Luke 23 what?
44 to 46.
44 to 46. Mm-hmm. Okay, now what is this question about the scripture? What is he asking about? Did he even put the question in there?
He said he wanted to break down, although for the question of the new moon.
The question of the new moon. The new moon determines the high holy days. Now, what is the point about that?
He was asking if the new moon, like, you know how, okay, so you know how some people say, the new moon is, the purple group, now say that the new moon
That's their Christmas.
is a fully bright moon.
That's their Christmas. That's what that is.
Right.
It's just a off-brand group making up shit. That's all it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
And-
Like, what's so weird about that?
And I just want to add something real quick.
Go ahead.
When it says the 6th to the 9th hour,
Mm-hmm.
this is speaking in Roman times. The 6th hour is 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
The 9th hour is 12 noon.
Mm-hmm.
The moon has nothing to do with 9 a.m. and 12 noon.
Mm-hmm.
So these scriptures have nothing to do with
With
the
the
new moon.
right? Exactly. They don't.
So,
And it really doesn't. It's saying it right there. It still does not mention the new moon. There's nothing about the new moon in there at all. So I don't even see what he's getting at. With none of these scriptures. What is
but you know, a lot of people think that this happened at night.
at night from 6 p.m. to 9
Yeah,
p.m.
because they use today's time.
Yeah, kind of.
But in this is written during the Roman occupation, so
Mhm.
they wrote it in the Roman time. The 6th hour is not the 6th hour of the evening like we think of today.
Right.
It was the 6th hour of the day was, cause, yeah, it says
And-
the 6th to the 9th hour.
Right.
That is
And
9
then
to 12 p.m.
and then you have to know that there was light out because it said it was dark. You know what I'm saying? So if it was dark, I mean it was from 6 to 9. I mean it was light before. You understand? So I mean, I
And
don't
then it said it was darkness until
until now.
the ninth hour.
Right.
So then after the ninth hour, there was light
Right.
because it was darkness until
Until
the
now.
ninth hour.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's not a scripture of unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Like I said, it has nothing to do. There's nothing saying anything in here about a new moon. It said that it was dark the same way.
It was like I had that. It was 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. 3 p.m. will be 9 hours.
God, no sweat. Just like when it started to rain. You know what I mean? It started to storm, right? First, it be light out. Then when the clouds come, it get dark. Like, I mean, who can't understand that? Like, damn. Like, what is, I don't get it. Any more questions?
Wow.
Tell him let it be dark, and wherever he's at right now. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. No sweat, let's get it. I got a question from a sister. It says here, this is a question from a sister. The Bible says that we must leave our children an inheritance. How does it work in a polygyny household? Okay. Let's see. How does it work? Let me see. Give me the scriptures on that. Let me see if you can give me the scriptures on that. So you leave your children your inheritance. Go ahead.
I don't know if that scripture on that, but I do know how the system works.
Right, no, I know. I'm just saying, see if she got the scriptures.
Huh.
Yeah, see if she can give you the scriptures on what she's talking about specifically. Because, yeah, you know, like I said, as far as inheritance, it's supposed to get passed down to the son. Don't mean that you can't leave your wife something. You understand? You just have to leave an inheritance for your sons. You understand? Because they're the next ones in line to take over, take your place. You understand? So you got to give them something to work with. You know what I mean? So, you know, but like I said, you leave Mama Smith shows money, you know wrong with that. You know what I mean? Leave everybody something. If you pay them high as possible. Hey, what's the one with Snoopy-O? Was it Globe Life? Ain't that Globe Life? Huh? Ooh, hey, high as hell, boy. Globe Life will bust your head for $50,000. I'm talking about you ain't finna, you can get much money, but you're gonna be paying a lot every month. You know, they advertise that $5 and $10 shit. No. No. Not when they send you the official paperwork. You know, they get you with that dollar to sign up thing. Ain't it still $1? Yeah. They get you with that dollar, $5, $10, $15 a month. You get that thing for $60. I turned around and was like, oh, you put that in the trash. Not them. Let me see. She ain't gave me those switches yet. But, yeah, you want to break it down? You say you want?
Kind of.
Yeah, go ahead.
Typically, what the way that work is, especially that we weren't as selfish as we are today. So what happened was when the eldest son took over the father's estate, yes, you know, some of it was divided up into the younger son, and you know, maybe one of his ribs might have had something, but it was his responsibility to take care of all his father owned. Which means if his father had wives, he would take care, the eldest son would go to take care of their financial needs. And then if he was not able to, that was also what the tithe was given for, to take care of widows and fatherless children.
Right.
So when the man passed and he did not have enough to take care of his ribs and give his son the inheritance, it would fall to the Levites. We always had a system in place to take care of our people. The system that we have now, it leaves, especially the children out. It places the burden on the woman to take care of now take care of the household instead of putting the burden where it's supposed to be on the eldest son, who's supposed to be trained up to take care of the man in the household. But that's how we used to do it. The elder son would take care of it, and if he could not, the Levites would take care of the widow.
Right, absolutely. So, in the scripture was Proverbs 13:22, where it says, "A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just." Absolutely. So you want to turn around and you want to leave something, for the kid. Unfortunately, here in hell, the only thing that parents pass down is bills. So have you turn around and die, you can got that big old bill. Go ahead.
Like they said, if Papa was a rolling stone, all he left you was alone.
Well, he had was at home, and when he cried, all he left was a bill. My dad left a lot of bills, boy. He rolled here. He had a lot of hats. His brother had a lot of hats. I don't want the inheritance. I can't take care of all him. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in here. Let me get my little brother. Oh, his little brother had an inheritance. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, that's how they go. And you do, that's what the Lord said. You got to take care of these sons. You know what I mean? There's provisions. Said if you have multiple wives, and then say you don't like some of them, and your nerve, and the one that treats you the best, and that son is the youngest or the middle, or you know what I mean. You can't switch it up. You got to know the Lord said to do everything decently and in order. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it got to be done. You just have to do it this way. You understand? But yeah, that was a good breakdown on that. Let me see, we got any more questions. If not, we're gonna get to the queue. Read that article, Vaughn. Read that part. Oh, not that one. Not the queue yet. Give me that code one to vote. I'm gonna show you how voting, man. Voting is just so stupid. All right. I mean, here it is. The election is what, Tuesday? Monday? Tuesday. The election is Tuesday. And guess how many niggers is going to be sitting on the edge of their seat wondering who's going to be the president? Is it going to be Trump or is it going to be Biden? You understand? You got niggers going to be like this, scared, shaking it, eating their damn teeth and feet their damn thing, hoping it ain't going to be Trump. But what is Biden going to do? What are he going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, they kill me with that, man. Like, black people really is stuck on stupid to even think and believe that either one of them oppressors is going to come with anything new for us. And I want to pull Q and some of his nonsense out too. This plan is black. What is this Black America plan? What is it? Plan for Black America contract or some old garbage like that. Some old
contract with Black America before getting support of black vote.
Okay, that's his thing right there. And Q is a registered voter. He just read that. I'm gonna get to it. We'll get to Q.
Fine. COVID testing and voter registration.
Wait a minute. COVID testing and voter registration. Look, these people is using any and every damn thing that they can. You know what I'm saying? Next is gonna be the damn flu shot and voter registration. Next is gonna be your damn diabetes pills and registration. Next is gonna be your damn blood pressure medicine and voter registration. You know what I mean? They are so damn stupid. Keep reading, Bob.
Religious institutions should stay out of politics.
You know who should stay out of politics? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
We need to stay out of religious institutions and politics. Nakers, and what else they call them? Nuggets? What else they call us? You know what I'm saying? That was Michael Jordan's announcer. You know what I'm saying? He called us nuggets. I said, damn, boy, we eating every goddamn thing to these people, man.
Right.
Nakers, nuggets, What else? Trump said we're lazy. What else? Good goddamn right. But that's who needs to stay out of religious institutions and politics. You understand? Let them religions, let them do what they do. But you black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people, you don't need to be in no religious institution or trying to be in politics, because you don't know. You look and sound stupid even trying to talk politics with a white man. You know what I mean? Because you don't even know what you're talking about for real. You don't know who get to vote, how to vote. You don't know who passed the bill, how they passed the bill, what they passed the bill for. You don't know none of that garbage, man. And here you is trying to talk politics with a damn white man.
Right.
When that system is for them. You understand? It is designed for them to get rich and stay rich. Not you. Not, what's that, spread the wealth? What's that thing? Passive. What was that something they was doing on Pay It Forward? On the Channel 5 or something on Channel 2? Who was that? You remember who that was? Pay It Forward. Somebody on Channel, so they just going around to people, just random folks, just walk up on them. I think it was 500. Look at them from Kabal. Somebody was on one of these news channels, started Pay It Forward. And I think it was Channel 5, if I'm not mistaken. And they would just take X amount of dollars, it might have been 1,000 or something, I can't remember. But they would just go around to some random person. I ain't see them in the hood passing out thousands of dollars to the poor people sleeping on the sidewalk. I ain't seen them paying it forward downtown at all.
Smart, Fox 2.
Fox 2, okay. How much was they giving out? And can you see any of the people that they gave it to? The white man always has some kind of gimmick, man. He always got some kind of gimmick, some kind of trick. Why don't he just give you a job? He ain't got to pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? Don't you got to find nobody just to randomly give you hundreds of dollars to. Make a build, take a building, make a business, and hire people to work. That's what you do. This is the richest country ever. Why is there poor people sleeping on the sidewalk? Why is it against the law to even feed the poor people that sleep on the sidewalk? You understand? Why is it against the law to give them food, to give them blankets? They'll fine you for that stuff, for you feeding and taking care of the homeless. You understand? That is ridiculous. You understand? This guy that is oppressing us, and if you go and vote, man, oh my God, you are. I don't mean if you go out and vote, you do the what is it, absentee ballot? You understand? If you do that, you know, you just ignorant as all get out, man. But go ahead, read a little more on that.
This was the finding of a Pew Research Center poll released late last year. The survey showed that 63% of Americans believe that houses of worship should avoid political matters.
Now, why are they gonna do that when they pushing it through the churches? Right. They got the pastors out there encouraging the members to go vote. They got the flag. They got, matter of fact, didn't some of the churches set up spots to where you can vote in their churches? Last year, yeah, they did that. So how they gonna turn around and say leave them out all of a sudden? See, what it is that them goddamn churches they closed and the members ain't in the churches right now. You know what I mean? So that's why they saying, nah, don't worry about them damn churches. You know what I mean? It's a little more than that.
God.
Go ahead, read a little more, man.
Okay. Of course, the survey was released before the global coronavirus pandemic. It was before a survey commissioned by the NAACP earlier this year showed that 80% of African Americans rated President Trump's response to the outbreak negatively. And the election is less than a month will determine who will steer the country through this health crisis. The coronavirus is infecting and killing black and brown people disproportionately. Every political, medical, and institutional resource is needed to slow the spread of COVID-19.
So voting is gonna help stop the spread of COVID-19, huh? So all the people, go ahead, behind.
Considering these challenges, is this the time for the church, especially the black church, to
Uh-oh.
abstain from politics?
Uh-oh, good night. This is the time for them to stay away from the politics, huh? They don't want them now. Look, they turned their back. You know what I mean? They probably ain't been out homeland like they used to. They missing money. You know what I mean? They ain't been coming up with that bread. What the song say? Get that head, that bread, leave. Come into church, drop that bread, and leave. You know what I'm saying? They ain't been doing it. They ain't had nobody in the church. So how could they turn around and get some bread from anybody? That's probably why they want the church to stay away. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't coming up with no paper. Go ahead.
Reverend Gabrielle Kennedy,
Uh-oh. And it had to be a sister.
pastor of Buren Chapel
That's
AME
a
Church.
beautiful saints of the world and Jesus and Christ. And you know, you got a dumb name. Say it again. What's the name again?
Gabrielle Kennedy, pastor of Buren Chapel AME Church in Herculaneum. Mind you, Herculaneum is like 50 miles from St. Louis.
I was going to say, that's right. Yeah, in the country.
It's in South County,
Right.
in the woods.
Hey, good night. That's about an hour from there.
Yeah.
That hurt like, yeah. Come on. So it's a devil. Or is it a sister?
It's supposedly a sister.
That's a sister? A black church in Hercules? Hey, how many black people are? Look that up.
Yeah, that's a picture of her right
How
there.
many black
There she
people
go
is
right
in
there.
Hercules? Oh my God.
She probably the only black person.
She
in
probably the
Hercules.
only one in there. You hear me? Good night. It's just a black church because she the pastor, huh?
Mm.
Come on, Bottom. Get out of here.
She pulled the scripture.
Uh-oh. I bet she ain't pulled the one where God said not to vote. I
No,
bet she ain't pulled that one. Let's see which one she pulled.
it says she's the director of a nonprofit, Faith and for the Sake of All. That's the name of her nonprofit. Faith and for the Sake of All.
Hold on, stop right there, please. Just 1 second. It's always all. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never just us. When their system ain't got nothing to do with all and every damn body. Hold on 1 second, Bob. Go ahead, Bob.
The racial makeup of the city is 95.4% white and like 1.8% African American.
Good. It's a 1.5 niggas down there.
Hold up.
Dang.
It's a lie.
It's 1.5 niggas down there. Good night.
And you know they lying.
Good
Lying about
night.
that.
God.
Go ahead, sir.
St. Louis, and I don't know if it's nationwide, but St. Louis has a political newspaper a newspaper that only comes out around election time for Christians to explain who's running for office and who they should be.
Good
You know,
night.
they tell them you're gonna vote yes for this, you're gonna vote no for this. Yeah. They have a whole
Good
newspaper
night. Come on,
all
see.
year round.
Straight up.
Good night.
Good night. So you know the name of the paper?
I've been trying to find.
You trying to find it? No sweat. See if you can find it. See if you can find it. Yeah, it's getting worse and worse. You know, every election is getting dumber and damn dumber. You know, like this stuff makes no sense. And like I said before, they're only pushing that vote on black people, man. I don't see nobody encouraging white people to vote so bad. Do you hear that? Do you ever hear them put pressure on white pastors to get out there and speak? Do they even open their mouth about the vote? Has a white pastor ever said anything about we gotta vote? God said that Barack Obama, you know, black pastors said that Barack Obama was sent by God. But has any white pastor ever said that George Bush, Sr. or Jr., I don't give a damn which one he picked, was sent by God? Have you ever heard them say that? Have you ever heard them say anything about equality and we gotta vote and we gotta have hope and we gotta have this and we gotta have that and we need reparations and we this done and that done? Have you ever heard them say anything about that? Huh? Nah. Not a one. Good damn night. Now go ahead, bro. Read a little more. This lady had a black church out in a white neighborhood where only 1.5 neighbors live. Good damn night. She, like you said, but she the only neighbor there. And the other one probably don't go to church.
Right.
You hear me?
Kennedy doesn't think so. Kennedy points to the Great Commission outlined in Matthew 28:16 through 20, where Christians are compelled to go out into the world as missionaries.
But now you're going out to the world as voters, huh? Good damn night. You don't read it down right there. But let's drop that real quick. You see some more there? Okay, let's drop that one. I just wanted to pull that out, man, to show you all of the nonsense and the garbage that these people are steadily peddling on our people, man. They go so far to go all the way to Herculaneum and find an old sellout black woman who ain't got no good goddamn sense, probably ain't got no man, you know what I mean? And is preaching the word of God to a house full of white people. You know what I'm saying? She probably can sing too. You know, they love to sing. You know, I wonder if she got praise. No, the dancing would go down. The white people would mess that up. Praise dancing would be jacked up if white people did. Do they do that? Do white people praise dance? Huh? I would say I don't think they do none of that. You know, do anybody do that nonsense other than us? Yeah, I think we the only ones that do it. The mime dance. Do they do the mime dance? Do they do that? Do white people do that? Huh? Come on, man. That's nonsense. Go ahead, let's start reading that about. This is about Ice Cube, man. And I won't play that. It's a video on there too. So just read down and then we'll get to that.
After Ice Cube, O'Shea Jackson has released a Twitter video manifesto for what's in it for us.
What's in it for us? Good night. Man, look, Ice Cube is so... now, what I can say is I believe he has been listening to the ISUPK. You understand? Because I have watched several interviews of his, and I'm looking at that big bird he got on his face now. You know what I mean? Because he know he was looking a little soft, you know what I'm saying, with the goatee. You know what I'm saying? And now he turned around and grew it full, like a man is supposed to be. But he definitely is listening to the ISUPK. But he's not listening enough to where, instead of him bringing his plan to the Democrat and the Republican Party to see who going to endorse it, who going to sign up for it, he should have been taking that plan to Commander General Hunter, since it's such a good goddamn plan.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, come on, look this up. Look to see that did they take his plan and call it the Platinum Plan. Because I believe the Republicans who he went and sat down with and shared his plan with took it and now is calling it the Platinum Plan. Go ahead, Bob. Read it. They did it. Yeah. Hold on. 1 second, Alon.
From CNN, the article is Trump unveils Platinum Plan for Black Americans.
Now, do you not see the problem? You come up with a whole plan, and then they take it and make it their own, and call it the Platinum Plan for Black America. Now you know he stepped it up and I called it Platinum, right? This plan right here gonna be the plan. Now, I thought he had a plan when he called Steve Harvey and everybody else in to all the preachers that he was sitting around with. Do you know what the plan was then? The black plan was at that time? Nothing. Nothing. He came up with so many plans for the projects, for housing, for all of this stuff, and then nothing moved. Nothing went forward. What's that one pastor? Damn, I be forgetting all these sellouts' names. The one that act like he was damn in love with Donald Trump. The light skin. What's
Daryl Scott.
Daryl Scott?
Kind.
It was some kind of program that he was supposed to have been over that never went forward. Look that up for me. Donald Trump supposed to be dumping all kinds of millions of dollars into this plan, and it didn't go nowhere. Same with Steve Harvey. This simp said, man, when the president-elect call, you gotta go. Sounds like a good slave. A good goddamn slave. You just gotta go, Obama, yeah. So I guess when they tell you to turn around and bend over, you gotta turn around and bend over. That's what he really sounds like.
Right.
You know? Like I said, it's ridiculous, man. And no celebrity, Cube, I'm not even following him, not even with his plan. You know what I mean? Even though he was NWA, the nigger with an attitude, you understand? He made the song After Police and all of that, you know what I mean? I still ain't with his program. His program is a sellout program, man. You understand? It's a sellout program. You got it, come on.
God, it was supposed to be called the Urban Revitalization Coalition Incorporated.
That name sounds like a scam. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like a damn scam.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So he's Cleveland. I used to go to the church. That's how I knew exactly who he was.
Oh, you did?
God.
Hell no. He's a scam artist, ain't he?
God.
I know he is. Come on.
The water from the
Yeah, right. That's why you hear that. Thank God you got out that church.
There's a lot.
Go ahead.
That name sounds like all the funds going to like the police.
Hey, it sounds like all the funds is just gonna go right, stay in Donald Trump's pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't sound like it's going nowhere. What's the name of it again? Come on.
Okay. So the one that was supposed to get started and never got started was the Urban Revitalization Coalition.
Well, and you said it what? It what?
It
Never got started. So now the platinum plan is supposed to get started?
Right.
And how much money was he supposed to be putting in that plan that never got started? Donald Trump supposed to put out all of this money for the revitalization of the hood program for niggas. And then let's see, did it get pushed forward? How much money was it? Well, I forgot the number on it.
Let's see. What I did.
Wasn't it 70 or 80 something million?
I'm looking
Was
for,
it in there?
I'm looking for the total, but what they got looks like 50. So they said that the first grant that they were supposed to get was $238,000,
Mm.
and then it was supposed to be a cash giveaway and general support.
Now how you gonna revitalize something with 200 something? Get the hell out of it. 200, what, how much dollars?
$238,000.
And the name of the program was what?
The Urban
The Urban Revitalization. Yeah, he wasn't gonna do nothing but put microwaves in everybody's apartment. He said, "Come on, man, $200,000." It was one. It was one that's supposed to have been some millions, and it never got started. See if you can find that one. I don't know if it was that preacher, but it was another program. And he supposed to be doing Trump supposed to be doing all this urban housing and projects and all these new. Well, which one?
That's a lot. He's the co-chair of the Black Voices for Trump committee.
And now Q is the new voice for Trump. You know what I'm saying? And he claimed he's not, but he is. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what he said? Go ahead, read that, Obama. I believe it's in that article.
The contract with Blacks America asks for specific commitments in such areas as bank lending, prison reform, mandatory licenses of black content for the airwaves, Politicians are being asked to sign the pledge in return for black voting support. The
There it is. What is that? Read that. Nice and loud. Start it over.
Politicians are being asked to sign the pledge in return for black.
So Q is presenting this to Donald Trump and Joe Biden in exchange for what?
Black voting support.
Black voting support. You are an idiot, Ice Cube. If you think that they already got the black vote, why do they need your plan in order to support the black vote? I mean, to get the support of the black vote. When Nakers is already set on who they finna vote for. They are voting. You understand that? You do understand that, right, Vaughn? Nakers are voting. Even though there's no one to vote for, they're going to vote. Everybody that I talk to and ask them this question, they tell me the same thing. They said, yeah, I'm voting. Who you voting for? And I don't like Trump. I said, oh, so you voting for Biden? Well, I mean, I don't like Trump. You understand? So in other words, yes. And he's giving them no reason to even. And if I could, see if you can find that video that they got out of Joe Biden groping them damn children, man. He is a child molester. Joe Biden, you saw that? Joe Biden is a child molester, man. This dude was groping them. You see the little white girls looking all uncomfortable and moving and scared, and you know what I mean? And that's who Nakers is finna vote for. All because he's a Democrat. Like, you stupid. Read some more, man.
Politicians are being asked Salaki. The manifesto seeks to redress past wrongs systematically imposed on black Americans economically throughout many generations that has resulted in a wealth gap where the average white family has 10 times the wealth of a black family.
And guess what? You voting, you going to ask them for reparations. You know he got reparations in there, right? Ice Cube has reparations in his, I was going to say platinum plan, that's Trump plan. In his, what is it again about? The contract with Black America? The Black America contract?
Contract with Black America.
The contract with Black America. It's nothing but another big and plea for the white man to treat me fairly. And listen, man, you gotta know something about the person that you're going to vote for, the person that, you know, whether he's Democrat or Republican, they are not for you at all. What else do they have to show you and do to you to where you can see that they not? Like, they so-called put a black man, take it back, Salaki. They put a so-called black man in the office that told you he was African. I don't know if nobody caught that other than the UPK. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if nobody else in the world caught that about. And when he turned around and he said he's a black man, but he said he's from, is it Kenya? Well, yeah, he's from Kenya. Right, his father's from Kenya. So that's I guess that's a new one on me. But nobody else caught that but us. And then he did nothing for our people. What did this dude do? I'm still trying to figure it out. You know what he did about it? Did he do anything?
Nothing good.
Nothing good. He turned around and pushed homosexuality on black people. That's what he did.
That's right.
Got in the office and started worried about sissies. You know why? Because he's a sissy. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, the presidents before him, the one after him, none of them give a damn. I cannot see for the life of me how anybody would vote, anybody black would vote for anybody white, period. Because Donald Trump now, Nakers voted for Donald Trump. This is how you can tell that black people are the lost sheep of the house of Israel. This is how you can tell that we are truly lost as a people and don't know which way to go. You know what they say? We don't know which way is up and all that kind of nonsense. You don't know your ruler from your tutor. What else old folks used to say? Give me one. Give me another. When you don't know what the hell you doing. It's something they used to say. Well, y'all get the point. You know what I mean? We turned around and I heard when Trump was running for office, and I heard black people say, you know what? Well, one thing is for sure, it's just gonna be some jobs out there. And I was like how? What make you say that? Just because Donald Trump owns a business? Like that's what make you think this man is fit to run a country?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he ran his goddamn businesses in the ground. That's why he files bankruptcy every damn year. You know? I mean, how good of a businessman could he be if he's filing bankruptcy every single year? They just brought out how much he paid taxes again. He evaded his taxes again, didn't he? How much did he pay?
$750.
$750. You, with your minimum wage check in 3 months, pay more than $750 after they take all the taxes out.
Yeah, right.
After they take all the taxes out in 3 months out your minimum wage check, you way on past $750. And here this dude is got millions. Okay, got a little paper, and he only paid $750 in taxes. I remember one year, it was a millionaire here in Clayton, I believe it was. That he only paid $1. He paid one. See if you can find that. Come on. This millionaire, I think type in St. Louis millionaire pays $1 in taxes. I think that happened not too long ago. But it's been a game. Good.
Verizon gets tax refunds.
Who the?
Verizon, they get money
Phone?
back.
They get money back in tax? Awesome. Also, they get their SR22. Yeah, no, they get a refund. They get $6,000-8,000 back. Damn. Oh, I know they get more than that. I was just saying, you know, the average nigga get about a couple grand back. You know, go ahead, Sue.
Okay, I didn't find the newspaper, but I did find what they're calling the Christian voter guide, and it has a whole little section there for this thing. And on it talks about Trump on one side, Biden on the other side, and says who opposes what, who opposes good and who's for it. And this is just what it says.
Good,
And
nice.
then they got a whole little tab of resources just for clergy.
Mm-hmm. Good, nice.
And this is for Missouri.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make sure.
It's all of the United States, but I clicked on Missouri.
Yeah, make sure you share that with me. We're gonna bring that out. Yeah, that's terrible, man. You know what I mean? That is terrible. But yeah, this voting stuff makes no sense, man. You know, I cannot see how they talking about hope. We need to take away all the hope. You understand? We need to have no more hope in America.
Right.
You need to have no more hope that either one of the evils, whether it's the greater or the lesser, is going to do anything for us. We need to take away all hope and turn our back on these people, man. Because voting is like, oh my God, it's so much I could say about this. Damn. Where should I start, man? God damn, man. Vote. I mean, you're voting for a person who absolutely hates your guts, has a long history of hating black people. I mean, Trump has been in the room and has several different meetings with a lot of black people, and he hates them all. Look at how he used to treat black people before he became president. You understand? The TV shows, and any other incidents that he had, any other running, that picture that he had with MC Hammer. We looking at MC Hammer like, nigga, if you don't get away from me, with baggy ass pants on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you were damn because you could dance, you know? Like, come on, man. Like, it's just the same old nonsense, and it's the good old Christian spirit, okay, to keep you keep you a slave, and turn around and have you go and vote for your next master, and that is disgusting. That is disgusting. Read a little more of that, Brian.
Time. The letter calls on the signees to support and demand an open debate and a clear and fair vote within the first 100 days of the 117th Congress in 2021. As part of the contract, the manifesto calls on our entertainers should be persuaded to deliver more positive content that leads our youth to make better choices in life. A new pride must develop with these new opportunities, and we must fight against negativity, frustration, hopelessness, depression, alcoholism, drug abuse, crime, and violence.
That sounds like everything that the white man pledged the hood with.
Damn right.
Hey. Now, how you fight against that when you oppressed? You ain't got no damn hope. And you being told to go vote for hope and change. How you gonna fight against anything when you're being told to go and fill out an absentee ballot form and vote for the lesser evil? I just don't get it. Keep going.
Slide, that was it, sir.
That's it. Play that little video, man, real quick. This is what Q's is asking for. Oh man, you broke. Really?
Yeah, sir.
Man, we'll have to find it. No sweat. Ain't no sweat. Give me let's see. Get a couple scriptures real quick. Give me Jeremiah 2 and start at verse 14.
Jeremiah 2, verse 14. Is Israel a servant?
Is Israel a servant? And who is this talking about when it says Israel? It's talking about the children of Israel, which are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Keep on.
Is he a homeborn slave?
Is he a homeborn slave? Yes. You understand? We are homeborn slaves. We absolutely love it here. We love the oppression. For some odd reason, we think, like what we got to fight against them evils, man. The alcoholism, drugs, and the hopelessness and all of that. Why do make us feel that way? Why are we alcoholics and weed heads and crackheads? Look at what has been done to us since forever. Keep on.
Why is he spoiled?
Why is he spoiled, man? You understand? Because the white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of.
Right.
That's why we're spoiled. And we ain't talking about, spoiled like a baby. You know what I mean? They get everything he wants. And as soon as he open his mouth, man, mama come running and give him what he wants. They ain't talking about that kind of spoiled, got hold. You know how black women, boy, they can't put the babies down, okay? Oh, they be holding them, especially new ones, you hear me? The new, hey, I gotta give it to them. Something about the smell of a newborn baby. Man, I love my little sons and my little daughter. Just sitting, just smelling and kissing them. I love them, you hear me? But man, You turn around and they ain't talking about that kind of spoil because your mama's hold you all day and love you so damn much. You know what I mean? And give you everything you want. It's talking about why we don't have nothing. You understand? Why we don't have anything here in this place. Okay? And for us to think that voting is going to change our situation here, we're sadly mistaken. Ice Cube, like I said, was a registered voter. He said, yes, he's voting. And guess what else he said? He don't know who he's voting for yet.
Dang.
He said he always votes Democrat. But now this year, he said, I don't know who I'm voting for. Right? He's at a standstill because guess what? The Democrats let him down. The Democrats didn't call him back swift enough. You know what I mean? They had some type of phone call, Zoom call with several people on the call. Ice Cube was anticipating a private call, like what they said they was gonna give him, a private call back, and they never did. And he said, well, since they disregarded calling me personally, so we can break this down and chop this, you know what I'm saying, this plan for Black America up, then he disregarded their Zoom call with everybody on the call. You know what I mean? And like I said, it don't even make sense. You're taking your plan to them when they're going to do whatever they want to do with us any damn way. They're going to raise the prices of every goddamn thing if they feel like it. They'll close all the goddamn jobs if they feel like it. They'll do whatever the hell they want. And guess what? What did your vote? You going to make them stand on a vote? He said to turn around and, in so many words, hold them accountable. And without saying it that way, he was saying, he ain't signing, he said, they're not signing this to me, you know, with Ice Cube. They doing this to the world. So if we got them signing off on it, then we can hold them to it. No, you can't. You can't hold them to nothing. Same way that you couldn't even hold your plan in your own pocket. You know what I mean? To where they took it and said, it's the platinum plan now. Go ahead, Kamal.
So he wants to make them put it in writing, so they have to hold true to their agreement, like the Paris Accord, or the 500 treaties with the Native Americans,
Right.
or
Absolutely.
any other deal
Absolutely.
that this kingdom has ever been a part of.
Mhm.
They don't hold true to anything. What are you
No.
talking about putting it in writing?
Put it in writing.
40 acres and a mule was in writing.
It was in writing. It was in writing. And we still ain't got it. We still ain't got it. I forgot. See if you can find that number. Somebody find that number. How many? I don't want to say it because I won't be wrong, but I think it was in the trillions of how much money he was asking for to be given to black people. And in that video, I hate that damn thing is jacked up.
So Lockie.
Go ahead.
I seen in one of his articles where he was talking about that America prints $3 trillion. Why they can't meet his demands, something like that.
So it might be 3 trillion, huh?
Yeah, he's like, if y'all can print 3 trillion, if y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why you can't look out for the black man? You know.
They could if they wanted to, but they don't want to. And you going to ask them to do it is foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Like in that video when it was saying, what's in it for us? Nothing. More oppression. You understand? They not sharing the wealth with us. Go ahead.
It wasn't for us video?
God, yeah. He said, what's in it for? They want to know what. Like I said, that's the same old Christian shuffle, man. To where, here it is, you got the black man asking the white man to take care of us. You know, when guess what? Commander Junior Hunter got the plan. Separate from white people and come and get in the UPK and serve Christ. Simple as that. That's real simple. That's where we at. Let's see the video.
What, this one, sir?
No, I was saying, let's see the video. Yeah, I think this is it. What's in it for us? Now let's see. This is what Ice Cube is. This is some of it. He got several different videos.
So, over the last 4 days, the Democratic National Party held a convention. A lot of people, you know what I mean, getting up there and talking. You know, everybody really, eating it up, you know, throwing their hands in the air like they just don't care down there. So
They don't.
Right.
Our oppressors do not care. You know what I mean? They don't.
for the black community, besides the same old thing we've been getting from these,
And the same old thing we've been getting is nothing.
Right.
And when is he and others like him going to realize that we are never going to get anything out of these people? Not in a million years. The white man is never going to change his stance. And he, I mean, come on, man. You are a rapper. Who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? You know how many rappers Donald Trump kicked off his show?
Right.
Huh? How many rappers he kicked off his show? Right? Come on, man.
parties. What's in it for us, for real? You know, I didn't hear anybody mention a contract with Black America. And I don't know why, because it's one of the most comprehensive reform documents that's come about in a long time that could really address the problem. The way it looked,
Go ahead.
He's saying it as if they have a problem that they need fixing for.
All right.
Well, why would they want to reform a system that works perfectly for them?
The prison,
The-
God, prison reform is doing them just fine. You understand?
God,
Commander Junior Hunter got the goddamn reform program for prisoners in the UPK. All black, Hispanic, and Native Indian prisoners, you come here, when you get out, guess what? You'll never go back. You understand? Because you'll never have to commit a crime again in your life. All right? And we'll turn around and make sure you stay down, you will come up. You know, and here's the thing, man. Prison system, it's big business. They're not trying to reform you and get you together. They want you to come back. That's why they do you the way that they do you while you're in there. You understand? That's why they turn around and make it harder for you when you get out. You know what I'm saying? They know ain't nobody barely can take care of their goddamn selves. Black families can barely take care of themselves. So they know when you get out and try to go live with somebody and they can't afford to take care of your ass. So you're gonna be, in your mind, you're gonna be forced to go back to being a criminal just to take care of your goddamn self. Go ahead.
that's a lot here, but you know, it's like you have brought up before. Like that is exactly how it's built for us. Like yeah, the same quote unquote stigma gets put on so-called Edomites, but they have built-in systems.
Yeah.
Their community supports them. They have destroyed our community, so we have no community to go back to, no community to support us. Where we got an uncle that can get us a job where we can make some money and we don't have to go sling rocks like we used to.
Right.
Like no, your uncle is in prison. You just left him. Like he was already in there.
Right.
Like so, when we get out, we don't have those options. But when they get out, even though they still have that felony, they still have this, they still have that,
Right.
there's community support is there for them, and they're able to get through that. That's like you said, it works for them.
Absolutely. That's why they got man, you know how much money they make a night with a nick for being in prison? They ain't trying to reform. They want you to stay locked up.
Right.
You know what I mean? They want you to stay locked up. If I'm not mistaken, right in Clayton County, I wanna say it gets like $150, $200 or something every night. It might be three. I forgot the number. But every night that you're there, it's a I had the sheet on it. It's broken down to where you get so much money from the state, feds, all of that. You know what I mean? And I want to say it's like two something, three something a night, just for you. That's how much the prison get, just for you being there for one night. And you said Slang Rock, brother. You Slang Rock?
What?
You Slang Rock? Go ahead, man.
When I was locked up before, several times before, it was a saying that we used to say that whenever you locked up and you signed your signature on a piece of paper, that was $150.
Oh, yeah? Hey, don't tell me. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I believe it.
So
Go ahead.
on average, $150 per day per inmate,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't generally charge on a daily basis. They usually charge on a quarterly or yearly basis. So if you get locked up twice per year, they count you twice.
Mm-hmm. Good night. Yeah, they got they system worked out to where they get paid. They got it worked out to where that's why they took away all the jobs and building more and more prisons. Where is the one that they say is so far out, you don't get no phone calls, no visits, the new one that they supposed to build here? What's that one? You know what I'm talking about?
New one here.
It's a new one where they say that it's supposed to be so far out to where they don't even get calls or visits there. I forgot where it's, and I think they got one underground too. They supposed to have a new one underground, I heard. I'm not sure. I think it's here. Check that one too for me. See if you got that. See what you can find on that.
So Potosi, the Potosi Correction Center.
Potosi, it's been there.
Yeah, Potosi been here.
But in terms of, cause that's the only maximum security. The ones that usually carry people underground are either maximum or supermax.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like that. I think that's the only maximum I see in Missouri. I know like in Colorado they got one buried underground in a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I don't know. It's one that that they were supposed to have been sending brothers to Harris, and I don't know where it's at. But you get locked up here in St. Louis, you're supposed to get taken so far away to where you're not even gonna get a visit, and you're not even gonna get a phone call.
So I could. Jefferson City Correctional Center is a supermax, and it's on the list of supermaxes, and it was opened in 2004.
And do you get calls in there and visits in there?
I was gonna get called up for the super.
You don't get calls.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, that's a super. Yeah, and you don't get visits.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
23 hours a day,
And
single cell.
okay, that's the one. That's gotta be the one then.
That's what like Charles Manson is locked in supermax. Like it's like that. You don't get nothing.
Good damn night.
I actually have been locked
Go ahead.
up in Jefferson County before, and it ain't no damn joke. Them is the race, them is the most. That's where all the meth is at in
Mhm.
Jefferson County. It's the most
Mhm.
racist crackers you could ever want to
Say
see in your life. Trust me.
Good night.
Fuck
Go ahead, boy.
The address for the jail.
Uh-oh.
Mind you, this is a jail.
Yes.
It's 8200 No More Victims Road.
Good night.
I'm telling
No
you.
more victims,
Bro.
bro. Every
So-
nigga in there is a goddamn victim.
Right.
What are you talking about? Every Hispanic in there is a victim. Every damn Native Indian in there is a victim. What are they
Right.
talking about? No more victims, bro. Good goddamn. Hey, he is the devil the Bible speaks of, man.
Right.
Good night, now.
Yeah, they would sidebar, they would come in your cell at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning while you sleep, and you be in bed asleep. Now the windows are bolted to the wall. They'll come and reach over you and mess with the window and kick the toilet. I never kicking the damn toilet like you destroying property. Now they gave me a set of tiles. It was just dry-off tiles. So I ripped the tile and made a face tile. You know, a
You
washcloth.
couldn't just take one part, wet it,
No, I
and
ripped
then
it.
use the dry part and dry.
And they put me in a hole for 14 days.
Everybody tell yeah, you destroyed government property. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
The way a lot of those like Supermax and Max prisons work is they'll have the prison, right? And that'll be like maximum. And then they have a prison under the prison. That's the Supermax part of it. So like it's you know, not the whole, it's not that it's a whole separate department, and like the guards ain't even the same. Like the people there are not even the same. And it's cut off from the other prison. So like the people in the Supermax part wouldn't even have contact with other prisoners in the rest of the prison. Like it's like they are the most, like the wickedness of these people
Yeah,
is
they cruel.
insane.
Yeah. They are some cruel and unusual people, man.
God,
They are the devil that the Bible speaks of.
that's
You know what I mean? And that's all that they do as far as give me that in Wisdom of Solomon. Is that 2? And what's that, 10? Started 9.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 9. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness.
This is the so-called white man right here.
right.
Let us go without nothing. Keep going.
Let us be tokens of our joyfulness in every place.
Now, every place that he went, what did he do? He took the land and claimed it as his own. And then now he's making TV shows like House Hunter International. He's making vacation spots and resorts for himself everywhere in everybody else's damn country. Go ahead, come on.
McDonald's, KFC, and Coca-Cola.
Absolutely.
Every place.
Everywhere. They're right. It's even China too, ain't it?
God.
Yeah, it's in China. China, what the hell? I don't even know they mouths can open that wide to eat a chicken wing. You understand? And turn around, what the hell they gonna do with a big damn KFC drum? What they gonna do with that? You know what I mean? Get out of there, man. But that's crazy. But go ahead, Abba.
Fine. For this is our portion,
Mm-hmm.
and our lot is this.
Keep going. This is our portion and our lot is this. This is what we all about right here. Keep going.
Let us oppress the poor righteous
Let
man.
us do what?
Oppress the poor righteous man.
The white man says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Who was the poor righteous man? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, children of Israel, Israelites. You understand? And he said, let us oppress them. And Ice Cube came up with a plan, right? To take to the people that is oppressing us and see if they would sign off on it and hold them accountable, put them on TV, put it on paper, put it on black and white, make a copy of it in color, and every damn thing else, and then say, look, this is what they said they're gonna do for us, y'all. When this is what God said that their plan is all along, to oppress the poor righteous man. It makes no sense for you to take a plan to them thinking that they're gonna give us reparations. I had a nut call me recently. I had a couple of them call me about that nonsense. Some old Yeshiva, Yehuda nut called me talking about, man, they giving out reparation, and we want to talk to the general. I said, dude, if they was giving out any reparations, the general would already have that cash. You understand? He already be on it. We would already be signing up. It would be like they got their stimulus check. We have it. You understand? If it was any out there. But they don't have any plans on paying you.
Right.
They don't. They took care of everybody else. The country that they went and destroyed and bombed and all that. They gave them money to rebuild. You know what I'm saying? They gave them all money to rebuild. Except for us. What they give us? More crack, more weed, more prostitution, more strippers on poles. You understand? More holidays. Even right now in the pandemic, you can't even celebrate. You can't even be 10 people? More than 10 people together. Can't even be together. And guess what? He's giving us Halloween this year. He's still giving you Halloween. Against all of his rules. He's going to give the Lakers Halloween. Give them something to celebrate. So you know. Now, they said that the cyber sales and the, what's the other one? Black Friday. All that was supposed to have been off. But guess what? They're planning for the damn Black Friday. You understand? They're planning for it. They don't give a damn. They want that paper. They want that money. Because they know you niggas is going to spend it. You know? It's ridiculous. But go ahead.
Time. Let us not spare the widow.
Let us not spare the widow. Do you think they care about our sisters? No. Not at all. You understand? Keep on.
Nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
They don't care nothing about our old heads. That's in Deuteronomy. You understand? They don't care nothing about, they're not going to show favor to the old or the young. You see, they killing our people, old and young. Man, they murdered it was a woman here that was 81, I believe she was. They shot that lady, killed her. Police did. This is a long time ago. An 80-year-old black woman. Who in the hell? I ain't scared of a fresh stallion. 22 or something, 21, you hear me, a young buck or something, you got strength on or something. I ain't scared of one of them. You know what I mean? A 30-year-old woman, a 40-year-old, but they're 80, and the cop blew this woman away, man. I think she had like a knife or a cane or something, you know what I mean? They're supposed to intrude in her home for some odd reason. I forgot what it was. But she had a knife, and they claim, of course, she threatened them with it or whatever she had. And they was actually scared of an 80-year-old woman with a knife, man, and killed her. You know, I would take that 80-year-old woman and thump her hand and make her drop it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. Lady, if you don't Granny, put that goddamn knife down. You don't go in there and cut me some chicken over that damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't shoot no 80-year-old woman, man. But them, they don't care. They don't care about young people, the middle age, the ones about to get old. Hell, you ain't gonna get old because the police is going to kill you before you do it. Keep reading, brother.
Time. Nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
Mm-hmm. Read verse 11. Keep on.
Verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice.
Mm-hmm. So they gonna say, in so many words, let's take matters into our own hands. Because that is how they do it anytime they deal with us. The police so-called have a protocol that they're supposed to follow in every situation. Whether you stole something out of the store, there's a protocol on how you're supposed to handle that situation. Whether you have a gun and you're threatening people, you have a hostage, You just shot somebody. They're supposed to deal with you in a certain way, a protocol that they're supposed to follow. You understand? Now, when it comes to you, they do what they want to do. Like the story that I brought up about the brother that was this Sunday at a radio show. The brother turned around and was working on his mother's house. His mother was in her 80s, and she told him, he had permission to stay at the house. You might, be working on it, fixing it, doing whatever. Don't feel like going home. It's your mama house. You know what I mean? It's your mama house, man. You just, hey, I'm fixing it. I'll just stay here for the night, get up, shower, and fix it some more. You know what I mean? So he had the key. He had permission to be there. His mother, told him, "Baby, go fix my house for me." And the white neighbors called the police on him and said there was an intruder in his property. The police officer didn't come in. He didn't follow protocol at all. He saw the man, dove on him. I'm talking about just jumped, dove on this man as if they were playing football, tackled him, let the dog sick him. You know how they do on movies, right? When they come in, they all, like they straight sophisticated with the pistols. They scoping the area, they going around the corners, they doing all that. You know what I'm saying? What's the Charlie's Angels type shit? They doing all of this hurt, right? They all like this, scoping it. See you and free. They didn't even say freeze, put your hands up, police. They didn't alert him. He went in the house, saw the man, tackled him, sicked the dog on him. The dog bit the man in the groin and he bled out and died right there in the damn house. That's what the police did. Okay? And this is what God said that they do, is they take matters into their own hands when it comes to them dealing with a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. But when they dealing with they people, hey, Billy, come on, I don't want to shoot. Come on, Billy, stop. Come on, back up. Back up, Billy. They got all kinds of provisions. Matter of fact, I seen a video on YouTube where a white woman took the police on a chase, went through a school, turned around, and got caught up in the school, right? With no exit, no other way. So she had to turn back around and she charged the police head on. And do you know the cop shot in the air after she hit him? She hit the cop in the car, and the cop let some shots off in the air. I guess hoping she stopped. She smashed him into the car now. You understand? That's how much he loved that white woman, to where he would not blow her brains out, even though she just smashed him between two metals. And he turned around and let off shots in the air. You understand? But when it comes to us, they take the strength of justice in their own hands. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, Bob.
Right. Okay. Nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of your age. Verse 11.
No, sir.
Let our strength by the law of justice
Be the law of justice.
be the law of justice.
Mm-hmm.
For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
That which is feeble, that's us. You understand? They figure we ain't nothing. Because look what we're about to go do on November the 3rd. We are going to go carry our weak selves, you understand, to their voting poll. If you can go in, if you can't, absentee ballot. If you can download the app and vote, they got that? They got the vote app. Did they come up with that? They're going to have a voting app next due to the COVID-19. Since you can't get out and vote, they're going to just download the app and push Trump or Biden, and then they're going to, I guess, send you that sticker, a meme sticker, I voted. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do something. You understand? But they say that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. That's how they feel about us, all of us. You understand? That sister, Sandra Bland, that cop found out that she was worth nothing. They killed her. Michael Brown was worth nothing. Tamir Rice, Anthony Lamar Smith, Freddie Gray, you understand? George Floyd, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Keep going.
Verse 12. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous.
They lie and wait for us, man. They always sitting somewhere lurking. You know, they sit back and plan on how they can get us in the trap. You know, like a mouse trap. You know, first they had the sticky trap, and then when the mice wouldn't get on the sticky trap, they turn around and put cheese on it or cracker on it. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They lure us, and they figure how we gonna sit and we gonna set a trap, and then we gonna turn around and do them in. Keep on.
Because he is not for our turn.
They know that we ain't for his turn. You understand? They know that we're not the same people. They know that, you know, so they know equality just don't exist between us and them. Like what that's something else Ice Cube is he got in the plan. He said he's wants real equality. And what is that? When you've been voting for real equality since we've been voting. And we never got real equality, and we ain't gonna never get real equality here. When you are not considered to be equal to them. God said that to them we're worth nothing. So why is we looking for real equality amongst them? Why we the only thing that we, and when I say we, I'm talking about anybody outside the UPK is Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. When are we go turn around and truly see the value in ourselves and come together with each other like what we're doing in the UPK?
Right.
When are we gonna see that? Why do we have to let them see? We gotta come and get a plan and give it to them and say sign it and see us as equal. Why does that even matter to you? It don't matter that the Chinese people don't see you as equal, because they don't. It don't matter because guess what? The African don't see you as equal.
Right.
Africans tell you to your face you ain't no African. So that right there, we ain't equal. They tell you that we ain't people. You understand? The Japanese, nobody else, Korean, Russian, Italian, nobody is trying to be equal with nobody. Except for us. You know what I mean? And then we only trying to seek this love and this equality from one person.
Right.
From one person. Just one. And that's that white man. Go ahead.
That's a lot. They don't even actually believe in equality themselves.
They don't.
Because if you ask them, they'll say, oh yeah, America is the best country in the world. Well, what about the equality of all the other countries? Why are all
Right,
other
right.
countries just as good? It's
God.
because things don't work that way. There's a
No.
tier system. There's ranks. There's order. One is better than the other.
Absolutely.
That's just how things work.
Nothing's equal.
Right.
Nothing's equal. I don't even see why Christians and black politicians keep trying to suit black people up on equality. When there's nothing equal. Ain't no woman equal to no man. Ain't no child equal to their mama or their daddy. Ain't no damn employee equal to their boss. Ain't no mortgage lender equal to the mortgage holder. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a borrower. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody equal. But we got this lie, this fallacy in our head that one day we gonna be equal with these people. And like I said, I ain't seen nobody else fight with these people. Have you? All the Chinese people that's over here, have you seen them fight to be equal, man? All the Arabs is over here. Have you seen them fight to be equal? All the goddamn Africans that's here. Have you seen them fight to be equal? No. I ain't seen none of them do it. None of them, except for us, man. Keep going, man.
Because he is not for our turn. And he is clean contrary to our doing.
Guess what? If you keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments, then guess what? If you smoke the weed, if you smoke the crack, if you pop the pills, if you pop the whores, if you was a homo, a lesbo, if you celebrated Christmas, Thanksgiving, ate pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, guess what? You can't stop and you can be clean. You understand? Contrary to their doings. That's what will make you clean if you keep God's law.
Right.
And you still can be. You understand? Every Israelite, every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian can be redeemed. I ain't saying you is, but you can be. You have to want to change. You understand? Because Christ died for all of us. You understand? So you have that opportunity. Some just don't take it. You know what I mean? Some just don't take it. You know, they say outsider here say we crackers. Because we don't love white people. Because we don't welcome white people to class. You know? Why? So they can get shot up like the church down in South Carolina? The Dillon Store Room? You think that's going to happen over here? I think not. Not in these walls. You know? We're not going to let the murderer in here. You crazy? Like, that's stupid. That is stupid. Go ahead. Keep reading, bro.
He upbraideth us with our offending the law.
You know what? The white man, he turned around and we upbraided him with their offending of the law. Okay? They never keep the law. I mean, I don't know if you can tell. Joe Osteen don't keep the laws. Pete Popoff don't keep the laws. Donald Trump don't keep the laws. Joe Biden don't keep the laws. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know who you vote for. George Washington didn't keep the laws. Abraham Lincoln didn't keep the laws. And guess what? By us keeping them, they turn around and you can clearly see they wrongdoing if you would do that. If you would keep the laws, you can see just how wrong and off they are. You know, you keep begging the people. I don't understand this. Almost everybody in your family went to jail for murdering somebody. But when white people murder us, it's nothing. You don't say nothing. You go out and watch for a minute. But as soon as the holiday come around, you'll forget all about it. You forget all about it, man. You know, who was that that was George Floyd, right? Over 4th of July? You see all the fireworks that was set off in the city of St. Louis? They just forgot all about George Floyd. And went and bought fireworks. How in the hell can you let off some smoke and a bomb in the air when your brothers and sisters is constantly being murdered in this way? You understand? How in the hell, what made you want to celebrate? You see St. Louis lit up? Downtown St. Louis was lit up. Good night, man. Keep reading, brother.
An objective to our infamy and transgressings of our education.
Okay, the white man is not as smart as you think he is. He's just a murderer. Okay, he's a murderer. That's it. You understand? The white man is simply, he's crafty at getting over on you.
Right.
You know, he's not such an educated guy. Like that briefcase don't mean ain't no but guns and bombs and that thing. You understand? He ain't got degrees stacked on top of degrees in the briefcase. You better watch him. Okay? You better watch him. He might have some of the anthrax, and they still got that out there. You understand? So the anthrax they used to passing around. That was the powder, right? When people were sending doing all kinds of mess, sending anthrax and mail. Like this dude here he's hard. He's not as smart as you think he is. Okay? Keep reading about. Read a few more, man. Maybe we'll get about it.
He professes to have the knowledge of God.
He professed to have the knowledge of God. Who else claims to be to have all the knowledge of God? Huh? Who claims to have all the knowledge of God? Mainly, go ahead. The Christian church. And who started that? The Pope. You understand? The Pope, they claimed at one point he was Jesus Christ, and they still believe that? That he was Jesus Christ in the flesh?
So like he's the mouthpiece for Jesus Christ.
That's what it is now.
The bigger.
But they used to believe that he was Christ in the flesh. I remember when they said it, I said, damn, why you gotta keep getting new flesh? Why is it Pope the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth? Why is that? It didn't make sense. But yeah, they profess to have the knowledge of God. You look at Joel Osteen, oh my God, I don't even see how people follow him. I remember being a security guard and got into a debate. This fool started talking, man, you know what, man, I was listening to Joel Osteen last night, And what he said made so much sense. I said, Dad, what he say? He said, man, he said, you know, your faith is like a monkey. And the monkey trying to climb a tree to get the banana. And he got the, I said, he's calling you a monkey. Like, you don't understand that? Joel Osteen was calling your black ass a monkey. And he thought that man really taught him something. I said, dude, you got to be kidding me. But that brother was excited about that. You know what I'm saying? Faith was like a monkey trying to climb a tree to get a banana. I said, damn, that's stupid. That is real stupid. Monkeys see a banana and climb the tree and get the banana. Nothing fantastic about it. No faith about it. No nothing. The monkey say, and get on up there and get it. You understand? You ever seen a monkey climb a tree? Fast as hell. They didn't know them big asses can get up there that quick. But they get up there. You know what I'm saying? Especially apes. You know what I'm saying? They get up there fast too. But that's what Joel Osteen was calling the black people that go to his church, monkeys. And this guy thought that this white man was really telling him something. And they all, what's her name? Joyce Meyer. Oh my God, they love that white woman. One of the biggest goddamn crooks in Missouri. Bigger than Billy the Kid that was robbing all the banks. Back in the, what was it? The 20, 30, what was he doing that? It was Billy the Kid robbing all the damn banks here in St. Louis. That white woman, boy, she a bigger crook than him. You understand? She robbing the hell out of her members. And everybody believed that this woman has the knowledge of God. Keep going, bro.
And he called himself the child of the Lord.
Now, who we know did that? Who else said? Black people wasn't saying they was no child of God. They just started saying that recently. While the white man has been saying that he is the chosen children of the Lord.
Right.
He's been saying that he is. That he never said he was an Israelite. He never said that he was from a particular tribe. You know what I mean? They ain't got that breakdown. But he did say that everybody believes that the Jewish white man is the chosen people of God. They really believe that. Why? Because they own everything? Like, I mean, they stole it. Go ahead. The 1870s? Okay, I knew it was one of them damn years. And he went around robbing all the banks in Missouri. And guess what? Not Joel Osteen, Joyce Myers. She done robbed all her members. She done hit them up. Keep going, Bob. Read no more. You know what? Hold on. Let's see. Skip down to 17.
Verse 17. Let us see if his words be true.
Mm-hmm.
Let us prove what shall happen in the end of him.
Wait a minute, hold on. Stop. 16. Start there.
Verse 16. We are ashamed of him as counterfeit.
We are ashamed of the white man as counterfeits. He said, we not. Do you ever see white people? Somebody said that at one of the camps one time we was at, and he said, oh man, to hell with that chosen people of God stuff. You ain't no chosen people of God. That's what this white man said. Matter of fact, it was up there, man, in your city. It was up there one time at camp. I don't know if you remember that. But they say we counterfeits. Keep going.
He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness.
Mm-hmm. He abstained from our ways as if our ways are filthy. As if keeping the law is filthy. Not being a homosexual is filthy. That's why they forcing homosexuality down our throat. As if not eating pork is filthy. You understand? That's why they forcing pork down our throat. Putting down pork, and their next pork gonna be in water. You understand? We're gonna have some pork water. You know, the ingredients gonna say pork on the side of it. Instead of minerals and vitamins, they're gonna say pork. You understand? The white man gonna find a way to put it in everything so that we can sin against our God. Keep going.
He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed,
Mm-hmm.
and maketh his boast that God is his Father.
He turned around and he said that God is his Father, man. You understand? Keep reading.
Let us see if his words be true.
And you know that he lying. That's the white man is the devil. That word means liar or deceiver. Keep going.
And let us prove what shall happen in the end of him.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
For if the just man be the Son of God, he will help him and
Mm-hmm.
deliver him from the hand of his enemy.
So you get that, right? Now skip down to let me see what I just got to. Go to 24. Skip to 24.
Verse 24. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world.
Envy of the devil came death into the world. Who was that talking about? That's speaking about Eve. You understand? When Eve wanted, like the devil told her, that serpent in the garden told her, look, you can be like God. You understand? You can eat that fruit. It wasn't talking about no apple. You understand? It was talking about serving the other nations and people's gods. Okay, that's what it's talking about, serving another god, not eating an apple. Because if that was the case, we should not be eating apples today. You understand? I would never eat a damn apple at all. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Rock is the same thing as saying drinking the Kool-Aid.
Right.
You're not actually drinking Kool-Aid. You
Right.
Into their doctrine.
Exactly. God. Come on, go ahead, about read.
And they that do hold of his side do find.
And what is it you find if you side with the devil? What is it talking about that you find if you side with the devil? It's right there. Go ahead.
Rock is death.
Death, absolutely. You're going to die too. You understand? If following the ways of the devil, you're going to die too. We should not be trying to vote. If you do, you're going to die too. More of our sons, that's what you voted for. More death, more oppression, more child support, more prisons to be what max and super max and mega max. Next is going to be a goddamn mega max prison. You understand? It's going to turn around and be 2-3 levels under the ground. It don't tell them what this evil, cruel, and sick bastard is going to do next. It's going to be more of our children getting molested. It's going to be more of our children come up missing. We're going to have more prostitutes on the corner. Have you seen the corners, man? Have you seen the corners? Day or night. They all out there. It's going to be more of that. When do these celebrities and these black politicians and these preachers and these people in power come up with the black plan and work it in the hood? When do they do that? When do they take some of their church money and make damn drug rehabs for our people, man? Since you love them so damn much, right? Since you the shepherd of the sheep on crack. So make them a goddamn rehab. When do they do that? They will never do it. You understand? When do they turn around? Like Ice Cube said in one of his interviews, he said, man, they always send in the military to keep us calm and, beat us and shoot us and this and that. But when are they going to send the military in to fix our roofs and put up fences and cut grass, man? To hell with that. We don't need the military to do that. You understand? We can do that ourselves if we stop depending on them. That's why I said that plan that he got is going to fail also. Just like every other nigga that got a plan and take it to them is going to fail. Because they're going to do just what Donald Trump did with it. Is steal it and turn. And if I ain't mistaken, I think Q tweeted, I think his son, Donald Trump's son, supposedly said something about the platinum plan. And Ice Cube supposedly tweeted, nigga please, on his on the tweet. Find that, man. Find that for me, y'all. I think that's what he did when Donald Trump's son took the damn plan and tried to make it his own. When they were talking about making it the plan his own. You know what I'm saying? Alright, don't worry about. Oh, you see what happened?
Eric Trump tweeted it.
What'd he say?
So President 50 Cent was supporting
The platinum plan.
Khan.
Good night. Show you what white America and the president thinks about you and his son. You understand? Say 50 Cent. Hey, you know something else? And I hate this, man. We are so divided, right? That we can't even come together in an interview. You know, some sisters, I forgot what they call it, the Queen show, something like that. One of them shows on Fox, what is it called? I forgot the name of the show. I had to look back up. But the sisters turned around and started coming up against Q. And you know why? They said, one thing I didn't see in this plan was the black woman's plan. I said, God damn, here we go. And the panel was about 4 or 5 sisters on the panel. Ice Cube said, you are in there. He said, black women ain't part of black people? Like, what are you talking about? I said, see, man, this is why we need to be listening to Commanding General Yan.
Right.
Not Ice Cube, not the black women, not the black woman's plan, not the black man's plan, you need to turn around and follow the plan that's in the Bible. It will work the best. It will save your life. It will make sure that none of our sons get murdered by the police. Not you begging with your hands up, don't shoot. You understand? If we follow the plan that's in the Bible, it will make sure that none of our sisters out here prostitute on the corners. If we turn around and follow the plan that's in the Bible, you don't have to make a new plan. It's one for you. All you got to do is come in here and learn how to do it. If we follow this plan, guess what? There'll be no more black on black crime. You understand? If we follow this plan, there will be no more crack sold in the black community. If we follow this plan, man, we will absolutely get the kingdom of heaven. You understand? And with that, Shalom Israel.